So I recently had a question, which is, what do you miss the most about Japan? And as you guys may know, I am currently in the UK with plans to go back to Japan as soon as possible. But to answer that question, I miss Japanese food so much. I'm excited for today's video for a couple of reasons. The first reason being is that we're going to talk about Japanese food and what foreigners think about Japanese food. And the second reason is that I am finally going to introduce you guys to John. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that John is my boyfriend. He frequently appears in the background of my videos, but he's quite camera shy, so I never thought a day would come where we sit down together and talk about things on video. But it's today. And also today we have a sponsor, and I am actually super grateful for the sponsor because the topic goes so well with what I'm talking about today. So please allow me to introduce you to this video's sponsor, which is Boksu. Thank you so much, Boksu, for sponsoring my video. This is like the best thing I've received all month, and I am so happy. When I got it and I saw that it was from Japan, I was just shook. So if you haven't heard of Boksu, let me tell you a little bit about them. Boksu is an incredible service that delivers snacks straight out of Japan and directly to your door. One of the things that really got me excited about Boksu is that they partner with 100-year-old Japanese family-owned businesses to source and create exclusive snacks and share them all over the world. I think a lot of people visiting Japan for the first time would probably be amazed by the variety of food across the whole country. Each prefecture and each region of Japan have their own speciality. They have their own flavors, they have their own seasonal fruits and vegetables, even their own traditional methods. Every place is different. Boksu contains snacks and a tea pairing from various regions of Japan, so you can really experience a journey of flavor. And you can do this while also using the included culture guide that comes in every single box. And this is something I was really excited for because it tells you more about who made the snacks, where they come from, the flavors, the inspiration, and it helps you learn more about Japanese culture and its connection to food. So if this is something that you're interested in, you can order an individual box for a single month or a multi-month subscription starting at $36.99. You can also save some money by using the code Mariana10. This will give you 10% off, and I believe you can save up to $44 with that, which is really good. So if you're interested, please follow the link in my description box down below. Use the code Mariana10, and I hope Boksu brings you as much happiness as it did me. So do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm John.
So yeah, this is John, everybody. So I have a couple of questions that some of you have been asking, and the first question is...
Yes, she absolutely snores.
So the first question is, what was your first impression of me when you first met me? And what was my first impression of you when I first met you? I'm gonna regret this.
That you were fun and funny and witty and sharp, and you liked Linkin Park.
Do you remember us meeting for the first time?
Yeah.
Usotsuke!
After the initial awkwardness.
I was so shy in front of him. When I sat next to you, I turned away from you, so the back of my head was facing you. And I think you just sat there like... I actually asked you, are you a vegetarian? And you said no, but my mum is. I was like, yes. My first impression of him was that he was very much good looking. If you could settle down in any country, because a lot of people are interested whether you'd want to stay in Japan forever or not. From your experience, would you stay in Japan for longer?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely prefer to stay in Japan long term and come back to the UK to visit for holidays or something like that, and then go back to Japan and have 17 kids.
NANI? The one thing I thought when I saw this was that the cats would love to sit in it. If they fit, they sit. Why are they so into that? Oh no.
A knife.
Oh, like a big knife they have on the unboxing channels? No, John, that's so violent. What? No. Seasons of Japan. Every box comes with a culture guide. It also tells you whether it contains any allergens. Look at all these snacks. There's a lot in here. So this is the Seasons of Japan box, which means that there are snacks here to represent every single season of Japan. I've opened this and there's already a snack that I'm so in the mood for. Like, I'm so in the mood for this. I really want to try the Hanami Dango. This is the Hanami Dango, by the way. So dango is a sweet rice dumpling, I want to say, like a sweet rice dumpling. Once you like them, you can't unlike them. You will forever crave them, and I forever crave this snack.
Oh, you get two?
This trio of dango is covered in sugar and colored in the traditional pink, white, and green. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. Which color do you want?
Green.
I like green though.
Why do you give me the option?
Do you want it?
No.
Why do you
I'll have the
look
white
at
one.
it? Oh my god!
I'm kidding.
Take the green
I'm
one.
kidding.
Okay, I'm eating it. Oh, it's so good. It's quite light. Oh, that tastes like melon.
So the
You
colours
have the
mean
other half.
something. No,
you have just try. Tell me
You
if it
bit
doesn't
it.
have.
Gross. Cooties.
I don't have the cooties. They're good, right?
No, you have to put your hand behind it. I've seen videos like that. You have to.
It's pink and squishy.
Wait, let me guess.
I recognize this flavor. That is so good. It's the texture that I miss the most. I think maybe if somebody hasn't been to Japan before, they may have some assumptions or misconceptions about Japanese food. My opinion has definitely been changed a lot since, well, both of our opinions have changed a lot since we've lived in Japan and actually tasted Japanese food. So the first misconception, or maybe an assumption, is Japanese eat nothing but fish. That's not true.
The Japanese diet is very varied.
It
It's
is.
not just 100% fish.
No, I think it falls hand in hand with like, is there sushi everywhere? Because do you remember when we came back from Japan for the first time, your brother, Christopher, was like, did you eat sushi every day? And we were like, no.
No, sushi's more of a celebration kind of dinner. It's not something that everyone eats like every day.
I think expensive sushi is more for celebration purposes. You can definitely go to a conveyor belt sushi restaurant like we have so many times, but the reason we went is because it's very cheap, it's very convenient. I find that Japanese people definitely don't go to them very frequently. If anything, there's more foreigners
Loads
there.
of foreigners.
There's a lot of foreigners to
Yeah.
go to them, and we are one of those foreigners, but that's because we just really like the flavor and it's affordable. If anything, I find there's more curry places than there are sushi places in Japan, at least in Tokyo. In Tokyo, there's so many different curry places. This is another thing that I was surprised about, because when we went to Tokyo, we were like, why is there a curry place everywhere? This is kind of embarrassing now. I didn't even think that curry was a Japanese thing. A lot of people who have never been to Japan, especially if they're from England, if you ask them, can you name me some places to get curry from, Japan would not be at the top of that list. It would be places like India or Thailand. In England, we eat a lot of Indian curry. And when I say Indian curry, I mean, it's no real Indian curry. But I never thought that Japan would have that many curries to offer. And there's so much curry. If you go to a supermarket, curry aisles, they're stacked like bookshelves. And honestly, Japanese curry is 10 out of 10. It's delicious. There's the strawberry, a white strawberry. No, it's that is mine. Okay,
Then this one's mine.
No, John! So these strawberry snacks are actually Boksu exclusive, and they are the world's first chocolate-infused strawberries. I've seen a lot of strawberries in Japan where they just coat them in white chocolate, and you can find that in the UK, but I've never tried a strawberry that is infused with white chocolate. I can't tell if this is a strawberry or if this is chocolate. It's delicious though. That is luxurious tasting.
It feels like it should be chocolate. And then you taste the strawberry.
I've never tasted anything like that.
I wonder what else can be chocolified.
This one just says fast food. Fast food!
Lots of fast food places.
There's lots of fast food places in Japan. There's also Japanese fast food.
Yoshinoya?
There's
Is that, would
Yoshinoya,
that be considered
there's-
fast food?
Yeah, I think
To be
Yoshinoya
fair,
is
every
fast food.
restaurant, every lunch kind of restaurant is fast food because
Yeah.
it comes so quickly. And Japanese people don't tend to stick around either.
No, they don't.
They go into the restaurant, they eat, leave immediately. In England,
We like
you
to
eat
sit.
and then sit around.
Something that we much prefer in Japan than we do in the UK is that they give you the bill with your food. So you just pick up the bill, go to the cashier, pay, that's it. It's so much better because we used to just sit in restaurants in the UK and be like, bill?
Mine.
You made your decision.
Yes, I do like cakey stuff.
And you like matcha as well. And you like chocolate.
And I like chocolate chips. Matcha from Kyoto.
Yeah, well, it's Uji matcha. So Uji is actually a city that's south of Kyoto, and what they specialize in is really high quality green tea. So if you want to go to Japan, you want to go to Kyoto to try the matcha. This is a matcha chocolate stick cake. Babe broke it!
I'm hungry.
That's beautiful. How's the texture? Oh, that's right. I'm definitely getting matcha.
I get the chocolate.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Are there any foods that you don't enjoy as much?
I'd say natto, but if I'm 100% honest, I haven't had the guts to eat it.
You've never tried natto?
No. it comes this close and just the smell is like, no, maybe next time. Maybe next year.
I did not know that you've never tried natto. I need to make you try natto. It's not something that I reach for instantly, but it's not as horrifying. I don't think it's the flavor, I think it's the texture. So I have an interesting story. One of my colleagues actually told me that his friend's father worked for a natto company, and their aim was to get rid of the smell to make it more palatable to Western tastes. And apparently he had the chance to try this newly made natto, and he said it was a lot more bearable because he didn't like natto either. Not every Japanese person likes natto. Some Japanese people don't like natto and they just simply eat it because it's good for you. For me, I wrote two things down, which was natto, and there's another one called yamaimo. And yamaimo is basically the slimy mountain yam. It's just the texture. When you start eating it, you don't know when to stop because it just keeps stringing and stringing and stringing. There is another one that I know you don't like, which I love.
I've been trying to think of what Japanese food I don't like.
Do you want me to tell you?
What?
Tsukemono. They are delicious. The smell, I love the smell. Pickled radish, delicious. Just delicious.
It's the only smell that I've ever gone when I smelled it. Like, you open the fridge.
It is quite
as
pungent.
I was walking past, and it was like a physical hit in the face.
Oh, it's so good.
It activated my fight or flight.
So this is another misconception that people have about Japanese food, and it is that it's spicy.
Not at all.
No, it's not spicy. And I think a lot of people maybe assume that Japanese food is spicy because it's an East Asian country, and there are a lot of countries in East Asia that have very full-bodied spicy dishes. I think Japanese cuisine has fresher flavors to it.
We were there for about 2 months before I realized that I was craving spicy food.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that I hadn't eaten any spicy food, and I just needed some spicy food. That's how we discovered Coco's.
Yeah, because in Coco's you can alter
choose the spice level.
I love the fresher flavors of Japanese food. It's just sometimes once in a while we both crave something with heat to it, like a proper kick to it. Pear fromage biscuit. So at larger train stations in Japan, you can normally get little cookies like this. I almost feel bad for eating it because
I swear I've smelled some of these before.
everything smells nostalgic. Everything is natsukashi. I think I'm gonna leave this video here because we'll just eat the entire box, and I kind of want to savor it, and I also want to give some to my mum and your mum. If you'd like to try out Boksu, please use my link and code Mariana10 to save 10% off. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. We'll see them again next time because you're gonna...
Will we see them again next time?
Yeah, we.